Hello everybody and welcome to Clear Path Guidance and Tarot. Alright, so I'm going to do an update on Justin and Hailey. I have the time today. So, I don't know when the last time I did a reading on them was, but I feel that things are really coming apart for Justin. I don't know what is setting him off, but I get a vibe from him that it's going to take a village. It's going to take a village to get this guy fixed up. I feel there's a lot of people surrounding him to try and figure out what is wrong with him. I don't know if it's depression. He's all over the place. He's not grounded. And this is completely out of Hailey's hands. She is not fit or she's not fit to help. She doesn't have the experience to help him through this. She can support him, but I don't feel that anything that she's doing is good for him. Like she doesn't know. What is she, 22 years old? And she does not have the capability to help this man. He's losing it. I don't know if it's the pressures or if it's the marriage or life in general. He, I find, is quite fragile. He's always fragile. So it's just something that sets him off. Now, this marriage of his, okay, they're married. And the Vogue magazine, I think it was the Vogue magazine, they said that they got married so they can have sex because they weren't having sex. Well, Hailey and Justin, I hope the sex is worth it. Because these two, this is way beyond them. I feel everyone is stepping in, trying to help this man. I don't know if he is suicidal or on suicide watch, or I just feel nobody has left him alone, and nor should they. I'm not saying he's going to commit suicide, but he is very depressed. I kind of feel like it stems from making some poor choices here, getting committed into a relationship that I don't believe had a solid foundation to begin with. And now it's like Hailey can support him to the best of her ability, but even at that, she doesn't know how. So I feel like it's like they're going to wiser people to be able to help them. Whether it's the priest or the parents or wiser elders, that kind of a thing. So I feel like everyone is stepping in, even if it's working together, like if it's his mother working with the priest or pastor or whatever they have, and the pastor working with his manager, so I feel like they're really trying to figure out how to get him out of this state. He might need professional help. I don't know if he's seeking professional help. All right, he might just be seeking the help of people who are just wise, right? Like usually pastors are wise, right? They are always counseling people, but I don't know if they can even help him. He needs help, all right? I think he's getting it. I don't feel he's going to harm himself, but he needs to kind of be watched all the time. If it's not Hailey, it's somebody. So I don't know if anybody out there, obviously there's people out there watching this man very closely. Drop a comment. Let me know what is going on if they are surrounded by people. But I get this feeling of it's going to take a community. It's going to take a village to uplift this man and bring him back to where he was, feeling okay about himself. Because I don't feel that he's ever really felt okay about life, as far as just feeling good, right? Like he's a Pisces, and I keep going back to like he's a Pisces, but they are Pisces people are very, okay, a little lesson in the Zodiac. Pisces is the very last of the Zodiac. The new Zodiac year is starting pretty soon, and that's Aries. Aries is the first sign of the Zodiac, the beginning of the year. Aries is me first. Me first, me first, me first. They are represented by the ram. All right, they will ram their way through anything to get what they want. I'm not saying they're bad people. That's just their trait. It's just their personality. It's me first. What can you do for me? And you push your way through it. That's why they have the horns. They ram their way through whatever they want, to whatever they want. Then you have the Pisces, the very last zodiac the very last sign of the zodiac before, it's the last one. So the Pisces people are very emotional and giving, and they are the fish. They are represented by the Neptune, the planet Neptune, which is very dreamy. It's illusional. It's very mysterious. Pisces people are dreamy. You get a lot of musicians that are Pisces, artists, because they have a way, like their life, I'm not saying all, I'm just generally speaking, Pisces people are not me first, but me last. All right? How I said the ram was first, me first, me first, me first. Pisces are me last. All right? You go first. After you. I will have the last piece. They are very giving, but they also live in a world of illusion, right? So they have a certain way that they expect life, and that is their version, right? So it's like Justin has a certain way of viewing the world. All right? So the way he views the world could be very dreamy and full of illusion. And then when reality hits, he doesn't know how to handle it. All right? I got something on my I had a cookie and a sugar on my thumb. All right. So then you have Hailey, who is a Sagittarius. I've gone through this before, where she's sparky and not so emotional. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm not very emotional. All right. I will tell you how I feel, and I will tell you how to get there. Like, I'll tell you where to go and how to get there. I have no problem with that. Where Pisces will swallow. They will swallow their hurt, their pride, their feelings. I'm not saying, again, not all of them, but Justin is like this. He likes to talk about his feelings. He does. It's always how the world has kind of done him wrong. All right? Even though it hasn't, but it's like, I get this poor me all the time. And in the way of, when he knows that he's got money, he's very successful, and he knows that that he's fortunate. He counts his lucky stars, right? He knows that everything that he has, he's grateful for. But in the same token, Justin is kind of like, poor me, as in, why do I have to go through this? Even if he was not a popular person, if he was not a bazillionaire and was popular, he would still, even if he was a plumber or a mechanic or a computer tech, it would be poor me. Let's talk about my feelings. Let's talk about why this world is so hurtful. Like, he is, I don't want to say he's a, you know how they say he's either, a person is either a half empty or half full kind of a person, like cup. I think he's a half empty kind of, he always sees the cup half empty. All right? And it's always poor me, because that's what most generally Pisceans do, right? When the world is not living up to their illusions or their dreams, they feel like something has failed them. Then they will turn to drugs, alcohol, sex, drugs, gambling, whatever it is. All right. My dad was a Pisces. He drank a lot. I know a lot of Pisces people that they have vices. They either drink, they do drugs, whatever the case. Again, just generally speaking, in my life, I know people. All right, that they want to escape back into that. The Pisces want to escape back into non-reality. Okay, so this is the way I see him. And it's like people can't seem to get him to see the ways of the world. All right, Justin, that's how you view the world. And we understand your feelings and emotions, but this is the way it is. All right, he doesn't see that. He doesn't see that. So I feel he's in trouble, but I feel people are helping him. I don't know if they're making any progress with him. I feel he's really struggling, and the people are kind of getting to the point where they're struggling with whether he needs more help or not. This is way out of Hailey's hands. Her head is, I feel like she is spun sideways. All right, because she doesn't know what to do other than to just sit there and be. She doesn't have the tools or the education or the experience in life. So she's trying to be supportive as best as she can. But I think at the same time, it's getting too much for her. It's like, because I feel like when I look at Hailey, she's a rock. Nothing sways her. You know, I feel like everything kind of like deflects off her. You will not get any kind of an expression from her. Even if you see her, she's very cold, stone-faced when she's walking most of the time, right? And he's the one who's happy and jolly or whatever he's doing, and she's always very contained and very structured, and there's not a lot of emotion coming from her. So for her to watch him go through this, I kind of get the eye roll a lot. Like, you know, her eyes are rolling, even if it's in her head, kind of like, here we go again. I love this man, but I cannot take it. So I just, like, she doesn't know what to do with him anymore. She doesn't understand him. She doesn't understand why he needs to be so emotional all the time, because she's not. That's not her way. She seems strong on the outside because you look at her and she's not falling apart. But if you look at, like when I read her, she's inside. She's an insecure little girl. All right, but the only way she knows how to hide it is by just no expression. Stay strong, look strong, because she does. You know, I find, and if I've seen her kind of like in anything, she's any kind of pictures or like videos where they're walking, doesn't have a whole lot of expression. She just wants to kind of get through it, sort of a thing, right? So I don't know. I think that this might be getting too much for her. It's like she's not really kind of like what she signed up for. So again, Hailey, I hope the sex is good, because that's why you guys got I can't talk. That's why you guys got married, right? So anyway, let's just see what the cards say. I'll get my cards out. All right, Justin and Hailey. Justin and Hailey. Okay, one more shuffle. Justin and Hailey. All right, what are the messages regarding Justin and Hailey? Justin and Hailey. First, I'll ask about messages regarding Justin. What is going on with Justin? What do we need to know about Justin? All right, what do we need to know about Justin? What are the messages regarding Justin? What are the messages regarding Justin? All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles. What do we need to know about Justin? What's going on with him? This is a desire for long-term security, and it's a fear of change. This guy is clutching on to his pentacles. All right, not his money per se, but what he knows. All right, he doesn't want to change. He wants this. It's a desire for like long-term security, fear of change. All right, This does not surprise me. I knew this card would come up. I don't know why. The Hierophant is, you can see it's a priest. This is the guy you go to for help. All right. The Hierophant is about, it's about religious ceremonies. It's about fitting in. It's tradition. It's going to seek help. He is an authority. So him going there to get counseling, to get wisdom. All right. And what do we need to know about Justin? There's the Death card, which is also transitions. This is about big changes, it's endings, it's rebirth, it's letting go and moving on. There's some changes he's going through. He's not going to die. This isn't like the Death card, but it's about somebody needing to make changes. They're going to make some changes. They're going through transitions. All right. This is saying he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. All right. He's holding on to what he's got. But this is saying that he's already going through these changes. He needs to let go. All right. And he needs to start healing and making the changes that he needs to make to grow. And it looks like he might be doing that. Okay. All right. What do we need to know about Hailey? What are the messages regarding Hailey? What are the messages regarding Hailey? What are the messages regarding Hailey? I do feel she's scared for him, and she does worry. What are the messages regarding Hailey? All right, so what are the messages regarding Hailey? There's the Knight of Pentacles, and this card talks about someone who's reliable, patient, hardworking. So she's reliable, she's there, she's steady, she's true. Then we have the Ace of Swords, and this card talks about conflict, mental clarity. There's going to be some clarity coming out of this. This is new beginnings and new ideas, new thoughts. So she's going to be getting some clarity on the situation. All right. And then we have Three of Cups. So this is about friendships, celebrations. It's a circle of support. So what do we need to know about her? I feel she's got some friends that are around, and there's a circle of support that they are actually helping her out as well. All right, so they've surrounded themselves by people that at least they're doing the right thing. All right, they're surrounding themselves with people that can help them. All right, and let's just ask about what the messages regarding the two of them. What's the messages regarding Hailey and Justin? Hailey and Justin. Hailey and Justin. Hailey and Justin. What are the messages regarding Hailey and Justin? It's too much. It's too much responsibility for her. Hailey and Justin. Oh. Waiting for one more card. Hailey and Oops, my computer just shut off. Went to sleep. Hailey and Justin. This turned out to be a long reading. All right, so Hailey and Justin, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This could be, I don't know if this woman is helping them, but the Queen of Pentacles is a resourceful woman. All right, so I don't know if they have like his mother or her mother. There's a female that's helping out here. I don't think it's Hailey. All right, but somebody could be counseling them. All right. We have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is about too many choices. It's commitment issues. It's about having your head in the clouds, not being grounded, not knowing which cup to pick. This is full of emotions. You can see the water here in the cup. Emotions could be easily overtaking having to pick something. All right. So between the two of them, they're pulled all over. It's like someone saying, try it this way, no, try it this way, no, try it that way. Too many choices, too many options for them to, like they need to focus. This is the card saying they're just not grounded. And then we have the Fool. All right, so this is about, it's about fresh hope, it's taking chances, it's about, the Fool is also about having faith. This card is also about sometimes not looking before you leap. All right. So, I mean, this card is about new beginnings. There might be a new beginning here for both of them, whether they go separate ways or whatever the change is here. But, you know, I truly feel that she's not capable of helping him, and it's out of her hands, and it's too much. I think it's too much burden for her. I don't I'm exhausted by these two. You know, I really don't feel that this is going to even last. I think they would be better off separate. I feel she's probably, she's kind of somewhat getting ill too. I don't want anyone to break up or divorce or whatever the case is here. You know, I want to see people flourish and be happy, but sometimes a situation can be so toxic that everyone gets sick. Okay. All right. That is the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you'd like to get a private reading, email me. I will send you information on how to get a reading. I'll get back to you within 24 hours. And okay, like, subscribe, hashtag, or whatever it's called. I'm trying to be hip here. I don't know. Hashtag, whatever, Twitter or tweet or whatever it is. Do all that and get the video out. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye-bye.